PG, you put in work tonight, Playboy. Talk to us about how you were able to literally stay in a rhythm for 45 minutes.
Excuse me if I'm a little shaken up. I was in the cold tub. I didn't start this game off hot. Early on, I got into a rhythm. First couple of possessions, really in the first quarter, I felt good. Second quarter, the ball didn't drop. But I knew we was facing elimination. And, coach told me, green light, stay on green. And, D West kept telling me, don't keep no bullets in the chamber. So I really just came out and just firing. My teammates found me and I got hot.
Paul, you had made comments after the previous game about officiating. Did that put pressure on you to perform in this game? Did you somehow draw motivation from that, like you had to step up after those complaints?
Yeah. I like to just play. Let us play. It's conference final. Let everything just be left on the floor. And I knew I was gonna have to step to the plate. My teammates needed me to make plays down the stretch, and I was fortunate to do so for us.
Paul, there was a possession there, right here. It's possession, just under 2 minutes left. Dwayne had been defending you, and he told LeBron, "All right, you got him." And then you pulled up and hit a three on LeBron. Also, was it a point where it didn't matter who was defending you specifically in the fourth quarter?
Nah. I felt in a rhythm. Regardless of who was guarding me. I think I seen every defender from the Heat tonight. I was just in the zone. And again, regardless of who was guarding me, I felt like that ball was going to go in that net. And that's a great and unbelievable feeling.
Paul, it seems like your offense is kind of come and gone in the course of this series, obviously a variety of factors. What do you think has been the difficulty for you in just trying to kind of keep it going the way you were able to tonight?
Well, it's always tough. It's always tough. Night in and night out to guard, the best player in this league. It's a wear on you. You're going to be inconsistent shooting the ball, when you're shooting jumpers. But tonight it went my way, and I was going to keep my foot on the gas. I knew I couldn't let up, because they were making plays on the other end as well. And my teammates was aware of it. They kept feeding me the ball and, looking for me on the offensive end.
Paul, what's your feeling and attitude knowing you've got to do this 2 more times?
We're going against history. But, we can't feel like it can't be done. Every player in our locker room, every trainer, every coach, everybody in this organization have to feel like, we can accomplish this. And we believe, we honestly believe we can accomplish this one. It's going to be tough. Like we say, it's one game at a time. That's just how we got to treat it.